The Xbox is widely considered the underdog of the next-generation console war. Many agree that in order for the new kid on the block to stand apart from the already established PS2, it'll have to surprise the industry with games that demand to be noticed in a crowded marketplace. Enter Dead or Alive 3. Do they have your attention yet? Most sequels to fighting games are merely extensions of their former selves. A few new characters, some new costumes, maybe a new fighting move. But this newest chapter in the DOA saga promises to change all the rules. Not only will players get to choose from a myriad of characters and fighting styles, but they'll also be treated to a brand new fighting engine, improved graphics, interactive environments that let you take advantage of your surroundings, and, did I already mention the improved graphics? The combat arenas are vast and rich with detail. We couldn't believe our eyes when we saw the forest and blizzard levels. The designers have thought of the most minute detail, from craters in the snow to splashing water in a stream when characters get knocked down. And the aforementioned environments mean you can always take the fight outside.
Zambunni mairari.
Thank you, Master. We couldn't have said it better ourselves. Though the graphics are undeniably impressive, it's more likely that factors such as gameplay and control will decide Dead or Alive 3's fate in the long run. Now that it has our attention, tune into a future Cybernet to see if it actually does shatter our expectations. We'll have a full review faster than you can say, "Hiya!" If there ever was a video game character who needed a bit of cheering up, then it would have to be Revenant. Hopefully this magical cheat on the PC will help make our moody anti-hero a little happier. To transform him into the ultimate magic user, press Enter to open a chat window and then type Abracadabra. That's A-B-R-A-C-A-D-A-B-R-A. The Revenant will now be in possession of all the magic talismans, allowing him to conjure the most powerful spells in the game. Surely that's enough to make him a little more cheerful?
These are the ravings of a desperate man. I have no more time for this!
Perhaps not. Chart time again, and we've dredged up our top 10 crazy weapons. In slow motion for full effect, a gas-powered dirty tactic from Cardinal Sin starts us off at 10. For days when you've left the welder at home, a handy watch from GoldenEye drops in at 9. Next up at 8, it's the 10-shot from Nerf Arena Blast, supposedly increasing your chances of hitting something. 7th spot goes to X-Ray Vision with a posh name, the Farsight Gun from Perfect Dark. At 6 is the Cerebral Bore, as seen in Turok 2, just perfect for cleaning out your ears. Something a bit lighter in 5th, the explosive Terrence and Phillip dolls from South Park. In at 4, a novel bug-chucking method of attack from Half-Life. Just remember, they're not pets. At 3, it's simply the best sight we've ever seen, courtesy of Sniper Gun in MDK. The Chrono Scepter blasts its way into 2nd place, simply no escaping the firepower of that beauty. But watch out for the little people, it's the Gnome Gun from Earthworm Jim 3D, our awesome number 1. Time to lace up your trainers, grab a racket, and hit the court. Tennis court, that is, with Virtua Tennis 2 on the Dreamcast. Last year, Sega released what is arguably the best tennis game ever, and now proving that their console still has plenty of aces left up its sleeve, they've served up another winner with this super sequel. The same slick pick-up and play action is returned, but it now has even more panache than before thanks to several new features. To begin with, the expanded roster now includes 16 internationally ranked men's and women's tennis players, including Patrick Rafter, Tim Henman, Venus Williams, and Lindsay Davenport.
Davenport to serve.
The controls remain mostly the same, but a slice button has been added and the serves are a little more difficult to perfect. They've also improved the visual details, so now you can see scuff marks on hard courts or foot trail marks on the clay courts. Plus, there's a nice variety of stadiums to choose from. We especially enjoyed the venue atop a skyscraper in Tokyo.
Rafter to serve.
Visuals aside, the most important aspect to a sports sim like this is the maneuverability of your chosen player. This is where the game really shines. The controls are very responsive, allowing awesome rallies that combine ferocious top-spin shots alongside delicate slice shots. Even better, the players actually move and hit the ball just like their real-life counterparts. You can also create your own player and enter him in the World Tour mode where he'll go head-to-head against the best in the field. To sharpen your skills, you can compete in some highly entertaining mini-games such as Space Invader-like volley drill or mowing down tanks using your ground strokes. Creating a superior tennis game has proven to be quite elusive for developers, but Virtua Tennis 2 proves it can be done and should climb the ladder as one of the best sports games around. In fact, we think it's a smash. These days, robots are everywhere. They're either wandering the streets of London or starring in their own multimedia titles. And if they're not down the park playing with their mates, they're serving drinks behind the bar. But when will we be able to truly interact with these future friends of ours? Well, the future is closer than you think, because now there's a new prototype waiting in the wings, ready to make his grand appearance. And here comes this friendly little fellow now. This mighty midget is the R100 personal robot. Not only can he see and hear the environment around him, but he can recognize people, talk and listen to them, and physically interact with those around his portly plastic body. Developed at NEC's Central Research Laboratory in Japan, the R100 is equipped with 6 ultrasonic sensors to detect objects around him. With 2 cameras for eyes, he can recognize individual members of the household. When called, he appears and asks what he can do for you. Using 3 microphones positioned in his head, he can also hear and will look in the direction of the person who has called him. Play him a tune, and he'll even dance to the music. Okay, so he's no Ricky Martin, but don't tell him, because he can understand and respond to over 100 spoken phrases and commands. And when answering you, he can convey his feelings using any one of over 200 phrases of his own. But speech isn't the only way he communicates. Multiple LEDs furnish him with a variety of facial expressions. Also, using variations of speed and rhythm, the robot can express feelings like excitement and boredom through movement. So he has character, but is he useful? Well, tell him to switch on your stereo or change the TV channel, and he'll be happy to oblige. Tell him it's too cold or too dark, and he'll turn up the heating and switch on the lights. But that's not all. He'll tell you when you have a new email, and you can use him to record video messages for family and friends. When he finds the right person, he'll then replay the message via the television. So forget about keyboards, buttons, and remote controls. By talking, listening, and responding, the R100 can communicate with the whole family. So if you ever wanted your own personal R2-D2, it looks like you might not have that long to wait.